My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. Just continue with the champ. Seems good enough to me. Alright. Obtain a random rare, a relic, that is. If we want to skip one elite, we can actually get a real good path in terms of value. Let's do it. Not super jazzed about that upgrade, but I'm also not depressed about it. It's fine. I'm not going to take the chance. I was thinking like taunts, 2/3 of the time. Works out for us here. Nah. We don't need to take that risk. Into Berserker, hold off, kill. Now to get him. Bring it on, pile drive a flurry of strikes. You know what? Let's take a strikes. Two. Fine. Cool. Downgrade. We got an icky. I really should have gone for 3. My gut instinct was like, this is gonna be fine. I can tell. Should have listened to it. At least a bit more than I did. Did listen to it a little bit at least. Sure. Execute, then give him a flurry. And that's an easy kill next turn with basically anything. Use. Bring it on, Sigil of Victory, Iron Fortress. The value of the Flurry of Strikes, right, is it's a multi-hit, and that carries multiple times your strength. So, should I take a Sigil of Victory? Let's do it. Let's also upgrade the Flurry of Strikes to do a damage by base. 4 damage upgrade right there, as well as another hit that carries strength. Sundial, every 3 times you shove your draw pile, gain 2 energy. I'll take that still. Yes. Now I do want to go to this. Let's do the Flurry of Strikes first, then I'm going to taunt my way into defensive. Just so that I'm fully defended this turn exclusively from playing the Execute. Nice. Chain Lash, Refreshment, and Rising Strike. I like that Chain Lash and Sigil of Victory are a really good way to gain a bunch of fatigue quite quickly. And then obviously Flurry Strikes as a finisher as well. Oh, Rising Strike is a strike. Okay. It turns out that strike can be used as a strike. I'm going to use my trusty strike as a strike. Yeah. Hit him with the taunt, get into defensive, use the Rising Strike to pop off some counter there. A Flurry of Strikes so that I can defend myself. We're going to leave this fight with the Sundial on full as well. Always happy to see that. 49 damage. 75 damage? Alright. That's a reasonable opener. Good clean fight if you start to turn no stance. No, we're not really going to want to use that one too much. Arena preparation's not bad here. Arena preparation's pretty much always not bad. It's quite good. It's even the opposite of bad. Flurry of Strikes is here. We also have a Chemical X. There are X costs. There's obviously the one that we used in the last episode, Steel Edge. There's Lariat. Lariat's really good with Chemical X as well. I think I take Chem X. I think I take a Flurry of Strikes. If there was anything else here that was a strike, I might take it. Yeah, I know I'm turning down the Apotheosis. I'm trying to thin deck a little bit, so I'm going to be manually upgrading a lot of our cards. Another finisher. No, we need more stance entries. Adrenal armor? Let's take a single adrenal armor, sure. Nope. Just trying to leave. Gotta make sure I don't leave myself undefended or under-defended, as the case may be. As I often do. Gonna be 12 damage by itself. This is gonna be 12 damage by itself. This also gets us the fatigue, though. Nah. Fine. A double defend there as well. Yeah, this is why we need defense in the deck. Ooh, triple strike. Ooh, Berserker Shout. Ooh, that hit the triple strike. Nice. Triple strike would be a great card in this deck as well. Getting that. Use triple strike, getting some strikes in hand. Use the flurry of strikes, executing on the triple strikes, and then bop, bop. Unfortunately, we do have to go into the new draw pile, so the sundial will not be sticking around with us. I feel like I am going to be hard committing to Berserker combos. Just looking for more Berserker entry if I can get it. Triple strike and a taunt, eh? Defensive. Ugh. This does retain, but what? Actually, yeah, I guess I do want to leave that there. Because we can just use the other two strikes and then hold this. Okay, triple strike flurry of strikes. Defends us this turn. Not a bad way to accomplish that if that was the end goal. $20 on that hit back. We can taunt defensive. Nice. Then I get to execute and flurry of strikes. Does trigger off itself. Cool. Nice. Sets us up for an easy kill there. Matroshkas was the Emerald Key. Defensive style. Not the one I'm looking for. Hold firm. Totally fine. There are occasional turns where hold firm will be the only block card I play, and I'll be happy to have done it. 100 souls to remove a card from the deck. See, the thing is, I would usually remove a well, I can remove a defend. We have 2 adrenal armors, and we also have the hold firm. Okay, yeah. I would usually remove a strike here, but I'm trying to do some strike sitch. Trying to do some strike stuff. Yeah, hold firm needs an upgrade. Prep. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna look for stance entry in this. Well, whenever you use a technique bonus, draw a card. It's, I guess, draw 3 cards. Oh no, I'm not using a technique bonus because I don't have the ability to yet. I'm glad I played that over the one that would exhaust, though. Please. I just want to be able to enter a stance. Unfortunately, next turn, it looks like I'm going to enter and leave the same stance very quickly. the only way I can defend myself that turn, so I guess I'm hoping for sometime early in this draw to get the correct companion piece. That being the Taunt. It's Chain Lash, drawing far too many cards. I can Chain Lash again next turn, that's fine. Nice. Got a single strike left in the draw pile, but we're just short on damage to kill. Ah! I thought we might have had it there. It's okay. We finish it off. White Beast statue. Great pick up there. There's a Focus Berserker as well. Huge. Absolutely huge right there for us. I don't have money, I got souls, bud. Let's focus Berserker before we Arena Prepare. Chain Lash, so I'm already doing 10 damage to all enemies at the end of this turn, and then... Oops. Oh, but I didn't have fatigue at the end of the Okay, I gotta figure out what's going on there. It was all messed up on my side. There's the Berserker style. That's exactly what we want. And we want to upgrade it as soon as possible. Get in that Berserker style, and I guess I'm immediately removing myself. I probably shouldn't have played that yet. Oops. I need to give the enemy a shiv. They're just going to use it against me. Why would I let them do that? Okay, we've managed to gain some strength. Banked it. Ooh, Hold Firm looks great here. Taunt our way into Berserker. We'll Hold Firm. I am going to play the Arena Preparation. Perfect. Battle Plan sets up for... Yeah, I got another finisher in the draw, that's fine. Erim-Nelhah, which sets up itself for the Rising Strike. Single strike goes out outside. There's the Focus Berserker, there's the Execute, good. So we... Actually Execute first. I like that finishes no longer end your turn. It really gives you a lot more space to play. Double up in the Erim-Nelhah before throwing out another double Rising Strike. Flurry of Strike him straight to hell. Cheap Shot Gladiator Form Clobber. Whenever you use a technique bonus, draw a card. The thing is, Gladiator Form is a lot of draw. Like, it'll cycle our deck and it'll give us a bunch of energy back from the Sundial. It's just playing it initially is rough. Oh, but it upgrades to 2 cost. Okay, fine. Idle Retromation also upgrades it again to 1 cost a lot of the time here. We have a lot more cards that we want to upgrade, and I don't want to Slay the Spire, so easy choice right there. Especially because it features the name of a friend. 4 elites. Well, I can decide whether or not I go for all 4 of those elites a little bit later on. I don't have to decide immediately. The upgrade on Gladiator form to Berserker style do need to go out as soon as possible. I'm going to go for the Gladiator form first. This fight could be a problem. We'll see. Hey, Berserker style in the opening hand, regardless of the fact that it wasn't locked there. Just wanted that badly to be there, I guess. Oh, let's focus defensive. Battle plan. We now Gladiator form and then Sigil of Victory, drawing a bunch of cards. Hell yeah. Oh my god, that taunt is almost like don't hit anyone. Sure. I'll destroy the frontliner and then use the taunt to enter Berserker, and then no one's allowed to damage me. I mean, Focus Berserker is already going to do 14 damage to all enemies. Oh, I love drawing the whole deck right there. Oh no, because I cleared it at the end. You can't just meet 20 fatigue. You have to keep that 20 fatigue until the very end. Rapid strikes! Oh my god, if this is ever a rapid strikes build, I hadn't even thought about that. As much as I do want the explosive potion, do I want a regen potion more? Yes. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Hit him with the Zerker. Nice! Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's poetry, motion, etc. Yeah, that's good enough still. Yeah, I don't know why I got out of that mode there. I probably ought not to. It's fine, we get the kill anyway. Fruit juice. Alright. And a pre-upgraded Berserker. Yeah. Yep. Because we have a fair few finishes in here. That's that. Honestly, deck's probably done right now. Lose Matroshka? No! Forget you. It's 5 times. I may actually just be able to execute Rapid Strike that front line there. 5 hits 5. I mean, 5 hit 5. That'll kill you. You know what? I'm gonna kill you instead. I probably shouldn't drink the regen potion. This fight should be over quite quickly. Also, I might get a regen potion out of the fight, in which case I would feel like a real ding-dong. As opposed to the fraudulent ding-dong I otherwise feel like. It's all good. Set ourselves up for a hold firm, adrenal armor. Oh my god, this is so much draw. This is like kind of perfect. Because the big weaknesses of a flurry of strikes kind of situation is not having enough cards in hand to really justify it. And yet now... Enchant Shield's not bad once it's played specifically on a Adrenal Armor. We have 1 entry, 2 entry, 3 entry, blue entry. That one's going to be in the opening hand as well. I think we actually do just stop. I think we stop adding cards. Even if they're good. Are they better than not having them and more consistently getting the rest of them? Including everything, frankly. It's all good. The answer there is no. Back into his stance at the end of the turn. Get him! Focus that Berserker there. Then, yeah, I guess I'll still Flurry of Strikes. Still Rapid Strikes. Still Strikes. Nice. Polish them off at the end. Explosive Potion, sure. Now I'll drink for that. Perfected Strike, eh? 2 additional damage for all your cards containing Strike. We don't have that many. We just draw them quite quickly. Fan of Knives is good AoE damage for us as well still. Which we are lacking a little bit of. It's another finisher. Sure. I would not be surprised to actually duplicate pot hold firm this turn. So if I end with 20 fatigue, I deal 10 damage to all enemies. But the thing is, unless I use the execute first, I'm not going to be able to end in that. Okay. First off, explosive pot that hits there. And then I'm just going to clear. I'm not going to play the double hold firm or anything like that there. Nice. Looks like that was the right decision. Too much damage to turn that down. Gladiator form. No, but I'm not in a stance. I guess there's no reason to play any of those then. Oh my god. Still not in a stance. 35 damage. All right. Go straight to hell. I'll meet you there in a bit. Shovel, Power Potion, Lariat. That's the reason we picked up the Chemical X as well. Bunch of Technique bonuses out of that. I am kind of keen on going for all the elites now. Blue Candle. Unplayable curse cards are going to be played. When you play a curse, lose 1 HP and exhaust it. I would have traded that for the Sapphire Key, honestly. I think I will take the Blood Vial there, actually, though, still. Digging is important. Lariat giving us an energy back is even more important, though. Makes it a viable play all the way through the game. All right, Arena Prep, what do you got? Plant draws a card. Nice focus Berserker damage there. Unfortunately, we now are weakened. We have a hold firm as well as perfected strike for the back line. My... God, is that ever what I wanted? Berserker style to get back into it. Nice. Oh, great damage right there. Gladiator form. That is not well. It hits 3 times. Actually, quite close to still trying to kill. Not the amount of strength that we had, but this will have to be the one that gets closer. Just for this one to do it. Pen Nib and a Flex Potion. Those are both incredible pickups for us. Focus Berserker. Then we... Flurry of Strikes. Then we Taunt Berserker. And then Rapid Strikes. That didn't work out great for us. Hold Firm and Gladiator form. Unfortunately, they didn't... Either of those ones get their cost decreased. Gladiator form is so good, though. Can I afford to not play it? Not really. But I also can't actually afford to play it, so... A little bit of a rock and a hard place kind of situation right here. We're just gonna skip it over. Believe in the rest of the deck. Fine, I'll shout defensively. It's fine, still incrementing the Pen Nib from that at the absolute least. Focus Berserker. Drop the Adrenal Armor and an On Guard. Sure. Big ol' Sigil to Victory right there. Ow. Enemy Dice 2 are repulsed. That's another Perfected Strike being offered to us. We're starting to get more strikes than we have exits, but those 2 Perfected Strikes are big payoff cards for our deck. So I think we still want to hold on to those. Speaking of them being big payoff cards for the deck, boom. Just nuke you on turn. Why? Wait, where did I get the extra energy from? I thought I was out of energy. Evidently, I was not. I deal 10 damage AoE at the end of this turn, as long as I don't clear my myself there. Let's taunt into defensive. Pop an execute. Berserker style our way back into aggressive. Draw a card, kill an enemy. Paw Pots. It is quite appealing, is it not? Endure. A technique. Gain 10 block. This card's block is increased by strength. That is a lot of block for us a lot of the time. And draws the card. It's basically a worse version of Adrenal Armor. Yeah, it's basically a worse version of Adrenal Armor for us. But we're not always in stance, especially at the moment. I think I will pass it over. I think I will drop the regen potion for a power potion here. The upcoming multiple elites. Flurry of Strikes before I do anything else here. I've learned my lesson. Get into Berserker. Hit him with the Adrenal Armor. Perfection. Speaking of perfection, pop out a Perfected Strike. Then I want to focus Berserker, because if that hits Hold Firm, we can play Rapid Strikes as well. Execute first, and then Berserker Style just gets it back into it. Oh my god. Hmm. 25 damage. Interesting. I could try and stall this out a little bit, go to a new draw pile or something like that. That's fine. Leaves both the Sundial and the Pen Nib on top. Ancient Potion, that's actually probably better. Just with the Flex Pot. Save that for one of the ends. Whenever you lose HP on your turn, gain 1 temporary strength. There's also a Death Blow there. 10 damage to AoE. Bunch of fatigue, and it's a finisher. It's the fact that that's a finisher that's not great for me. Take an Endless Rage. 50-50. But we actually really do like the Ornamental Fan there, so... Are we gonna even play the Flurry of Strikes here, or do we want to wait for a Perfected Strike instead? Kind of gave the game away a little bit there at the start. About where that sentence was going. A bit of a spoiler alert. Unfortunately, we are weakened, but still a Perfected Strike would just double dunk a unit off the field right now. Ah, yes. That was definitely not correct. I'm going to use the Ancient Potion here to prevent the debuff from the Slaver. I can't be locked next turn. Yeah, like it was all attacks. Oh, actually, Lariat was here. Thank you. Let's Berserker Shout. And let it all out. These are the things we can do without. Come on. Hey, I'm talking to you. Come on. Murder that backliner. Don't need to play that defensive shout. We have time. Let's execute and then taunt our way into defensive. Seems fine by me. I'm happy to take 5 this turn. 1, 2. Sure. 1, 2. Getting the Pen Nib up near the top. Oh my god, a Shuriken as well? Another Lariat? God, that's another Berserker though. Oh, they're so good in this deck. Oh, Lariat's so good in this deck. I have to take the Lariat. We'll find more Berserker entries than we will find Lariats. That just seems true to me. Alright. Endless Rage. Focus Berserker. Lariat. Gain just a truly ridiculous amount of strength. You saw nothing. That would have otherwise double cast there. Bugger. Go for finisher, get back in stance, and defend again. God, if this were a counter deck, it would actually be so much better. 30 damage to all enemies. This actually carries the strength buff, and it also looks like it's carrying the Pen Nib buff. Sadly, I can't leave it with the Pen Nib buff because I have to try and kill the frontliner this time myself. Nice. Ancient. We'll pick that back up. Reckless Leap requires Berserker. Deal a bunch of damage, gain a bunch of fatigue. Yeah, I don't even think we take another Perfected Strike. Again, we don't want the deck to bloat too much. Especially when... oh, this is bad. I'm going to use a Power Potion here, looking for... Oh, that's not good either. Guess I'll play Shield Wall. Alright, one of them is going to take my Gladiator form. There it is. So I've got to kill that target as quickly as possible and get that back. If we have the power from that, we have the power to win. If we don't have the power from that, well... We still probably have the power to win, but... Shh. I've got more suspense in my version. Did I go berserk? I thought I went defensive. Could have sworn I'd gone defensive, though. Focus berserker. There we go. And then get back into berserker, so we get that. Play the defend. Alright, the fight so far has sucked. But now it's our time to shine. Rapid Strikes is already hitting 12 times here. Laureate draws another Laureate for us. Oh, good lord. Thank you. 8 by 22. That's almost already lethal on that target. Yeah! Alright. Now, am I dead? That's the question. Got so much draw, I really ought not be. I see it. I see it. 13 times. Oh. No. I can't play Gladiator form, can I? This is going to be a 0 cost that cycles through a... No, it's the Devastate. It is the Devastate. Black Star, a little bit late for you, in my opinion. Slaver's Collar, Tiny House. Slaver's Collar's not awful. Be useful in the fights we need it to be most useful in. Looking for path with early and late shops. There's also a bunch of question marks. This one might have an early. I don't think I'm going in now. The builds might be capable of it, but I don't want to spend my resources doing that. Because if I have to go to now, then I have to spend a bunch more money, and I got to spend a recall, and do all those things. But here instead, I would just be able to dig. 8 more damage on a card that is eventually going to be free. We play a lot of finishes. Speaking of playing a lot of finishes, time to start this fight out with a couple of finishes. That's the sound it makes as well. Unleashing a finisher is exactly the same as popping a suction cap off the wall. Debate me. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. Put that 38 there, and then just murder the frontliner, because I want to get this to a position where I can easily just defend against it, and then dunk it. Without taking spikes damage. Another flurry of strikes. Fine. I still need more entries. I'm cutting myself off from the... Alright, Gremlin flip. So that's got to be the amount of gold in the top line. Is 0 gremlins. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Boom, got him. There's 5 gremlins on this line. 0, there we go. Those are all gremlins. Easy. We know this line has 7 coins and 1 gremlin. So that has to be the only gremlin. 4 and 2, 6 and 2, 3 and 3. 10 and 1. Okay. So where do I get my excess information from? We know that this board currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is missing 5. Right. Do we have anything that specifically implies where one would be? Well, we know that there are no gold spaces. Right? The only no gold space is Gremlin Knob. So that means this line has obviously 2 Gremlin Knobs, which also means it's got 2 number 1s, right? 2 number 1s on this line. Somewhere, as well as 2 Gremlin Knobs. Right, can't mark it as anything else. We know this line has 2 Gremlin Knobs and it's got 6. We've got 0 identification of the Gremlin, so it's 4, I guess, and 7 and 1. Three Gremlin Knobs. So only one of these is not a Gremlin Knob. Most likelihood that's the one that's not the Gremlin Knob, right? Because there's 3 other positions. It feels like a lot of the time... Now, I don't know if this one specifically, but I know previously we've had them get to a point that they are just a coin flip. It's just... But without the ability to bail out, without trying to finish the whole thing, it being a coin flip, but eventually at some point is rough. Not necessarily this one. There may well be a way to figure this out that I'm just not yet seeing. We can kind of simplify this puzzle, right? Just ignore this entire line. And this is 3-1. Actually, ignore both of these lines, right? Because they're both solved. I guess we can also ignore this line. Well, no, because this line, yeah, other things are still contributed to. Okay, I don't have... There's part of me that just wants to pull up Photoshop and just, like, draft out the new grid and show what the new grid looks like. But it doesn't seem like it'd super help us, right? So this is 2-2. Upper line of 4. And then across here is 3-1. One of those. So there's 2 gold and a 1 gold, right? And we know that because there's 2 gremlins on this line, 3 of those, they're all individual gold, right? This 4 with 2 gremlin knobs, or rather with 1 gremlin knob. Oh, but because it's... Yeah, because there's only 1 gremlin knob left there, and it's 3 and 1. That means if that gets blocked out... Yeah, there's a 2 and a 1 here. So we know the 2 can't be here. Right? We know 2 gold can't be behind this piece. So it's either a gremlin knob or it's 1 gold. We know here... Do we know anything about this position? Not really. 3 gremlin knobs on this line. So again, we know that because there's 3 gremlin knobs on this line, the final has to be a 2, And that means it can't be in this line, right? Because if this was 2 gold, this whole line can't have a 2 gold because it has to have 2 individual ones. Which means, right, because that's blocking 2, so yeah. So this has to be a gremlin knob. I think we've just figured that. Right, and then one of these is a 2, and the other is a gremlin knob. Okay. What else can we figure out in similar logistics? Well, assuming this line is cached up, we know there's 1 gremlin knob there. We've got 3. So it's like a 3 and a 2 and a 2. I don't know if I've ever seen a 4. I guess it could be a 3, and a 1, actually, as well. But yeah, there's only 1 gremlin knob on that line. Doesn't necessarily give us that much information. But if we go back to the previous working, we know that this has 1 gremlin knob somewhere. We've already identified one of those gremlin knobs. Could that be blank and then both of these get clicked and be 1s? Yes, that wouldn't cause an issue. Right? 1, and then that would have to be a 2 and a 2. We should probably look at that knock-on effect, right? So if this was this, would this be this, right? Kind of like when you formulate a puzzle in the Mastermind, and then you just check each of those individual puzzles past the previous rules and see if it would work past them, right? So you know what? We know on this bottom line there's only 1 position for a gremlin. So could the gremlin be here? Would that invalidate anything? I mean, the 2 would have to be here, and then the 1 would have to be here. If that were the gremlin knob. But otherwise seems fine. Not looking at tertiary effects. Could it be here? I mean, this would be the 2, this would be the 1, or this is the 1. No, there's no 2s on here. So, yeah, it could be there. And then it'd be a 2 and a 1. So 2 is in one of these 2 positions. This is either 1 or a gremlin knob. Right, because if that gremlin knob there, then click, click. Okay, let's try that one more line up, right? Because we got information from that last time. Maybe we get more information from it this time. 4, 2 across. So we know there's 1 more gremlin knob, which means we know there's a 2 and a 1. We know the 2 can't be here still for the same reason that 2 couldn't be in this line previous. So could that instead be the gremlin knob? Yep. It's equally likely to be either of those. And in fact, the equation or the figuring out for both of those is exactly the same. 3, 3. So one of these is a 2 and one of these is 0. So it seems more likely that that's going to be the 0 and that's going to be the 2. Right? And then this is 6 and 2. So that means it's 2, 2, 2. I guess it could be 3 and 1. Dang, it could be 3 and 1, couldn't it? Okay, so 6 and 2 across. I guess we're just trying to find a viable combination of it. Although the viable combinations of it seem like they aren't unique, which is where we get back to coin flip, right? But if it is a coin flip, then I don't want to spend an infinite amount of time on it. I just want to find a viable solution and then check. So we'll find and then check solution. Find, check solution. Find, check solution. Okay, so 6 and 2. I mean, sure, that could be blocked, right? And then 3 and 1. So 2, 3, 1. So if that's a 1, that means this has got to be a 3. Well, it can't be a 3. Right, because the gremlin knob's up there, so we need a secondary gremlin knob somewhere. Seems like that's actually quite likely to be on the bottom line. We're just looking for any viable solution, right? So 4 and 2. That could be the third one. Third one? No, there's only 2 knobs. So if that's 2 knobs, click, click. God, I really don't want to do those clicks yet. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Which means we would need a knob like here and a knob like here. Right? So 1, 1. Getting us our 3 and 2. Getting us our 2 on this line and 2 on this line. And then, because those are both ones, this is a 2 and this is a 2. So this is a 2. Taking us to 4 on this line. This one across. Well, so that'd be a 4. Total. And that's a 2 there. So this is missing 5 total. Or rather, it is 5 total and it's missing 5 total. So that means this would have to be 2. Which means this has to be 3. And then that would have to be a 2. This would be a 1. This would be a 1. This would be a 2. This is a viable solution of it. Whether or not it's the correct solution? No. Merchant. We were looking for merchant fights. Good thing I remember what we were actually trying to do here. There was a risk there I wasn't going to remember. Get a point of strength. Get a bunch of fatigue. It's a big flurry of strikes right there. Can we do 170 damage in the next 2 turns? I mean, with a gladiator form, maybe. Let's throw a perfected strike, then laureate, draw a bunch of cards. I wasn't in a stance, you see. You gotta be in a stance, you see. Fine. We'll get him next time. We do have a guaranteed one on our path, thankfully. Bring it on. Set a trap. No. If anything, I need more stance entry here. After using a single target attack, if the target has no vulnerability, apply a vulnerable. Seems good to me. Wait, I have a Raiden deck. Whoops. We have another shop coming up. It's fine. That's where I'm going to move it. That's what I was planning the whole time. Okay, we taunt into defensive. Use flurry of strikes here for some defense. I'm not even going to use the Devastate here. Ow. Ow. Focus Berserker, hold firm, Laureate. 19, so yeah, that'll get ya. Pop them. Nice. Oh, ice cream. Yeah, ice cream for ice cream. It's gonna be pretty good. It'll save me from just playing things just for the sake of playing them a lot of the time, such as I was about to do now. Berserker style our way into that. A triple strike out there, and then a big old flurry of strikes, because I know I can get back into my stance thereafter. That'll get him. Leaves us on the Penib 9 as well. A stance, dance. Yep, that's a good enough entry for me right now. Toy Ornithopter Peace Pipe, fine. The thing here is I don't really want to perfected strike one of the chumps, but I think I have to. I think it'd just be silly not to right there. Lest I get to next turn and suddenly die. Okay. Let's execute to start with, then focus the Berserker. Hit him with a Sigil of Victory. Oh, this will clear the fatigue playing it. Okay, fine. Ready to form, get back into Berserker. I guess I'm okay with Vicious Mockery there. Definitely okay with Lariat. Ah, but I'm not... Ah! I keep making a lot of sequencing errors with this character. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I promise I'm trying, even if it doesn't look like it at times. Passes forward some serious energy this turn at the least. Nice. Try to use as many attacks there to get the pendant back to something more reasonable. Don't need that strength pot. Arena preparation starting the fight off. That's really good. Let's focus Berserker. Hit him with that Lariat. I almost automatically play that Writhe, and there is a world where we would have died to that. It's Perfected Strike. Focus our way back into the ability to play Lariat there. And then drop the giant Perfected Strike. Okay, cool. I still need to get damage in there some way. Taunts our way back into Berserker. Oh, I should have done the other order! Other order! Yeah, that'll do. That'll kill him. That's more than enough. Encircle it. You know what? That is so much damage right now, especially pre-upgraded. It can come along for the ride. And speaking of coming along for the ride, you may not. Liquid Memories is nice, but I don't think that's me. Finish him. Berserker, finisher. I don't really want finisher. I think we actually pass all of those uniquely right now. Berserker Shout, another stance entry. Quite good still. Don't necessarily definitely have another shop. "10 strength on turn 1 in the final fight. That's worth. That's worth guaranteeing. Sure, there might be still a future shop. I'm actually better off not using Flurry of Strikes this turn. Just does way more damage. Gladiator, it's a hold firm. Yeah, I'm more than happy just removing that from the field. Could have gone for another strike there. Sure. Did I need to? Maybe. Did I have a point when I started asking these rhetoricals to myself? Who's to say? Certain was going to hit the old spiky boy right there. Nice. It's a great pickup. I'm happy to see it. Let's focus on getting as many techniques out there as we humanly can. Oh my gosh. Ultimate starts as well. All right. Let's do all of it. I'm afraid there's no stopping us now. Ah, 47 in AoE as well. Beautiful. Hey, that's all I need. Just the ability to attack the enemy there. Ancient Potion, don't need that. Another moment of truth. Actually, it's the first moment of truth, but I did pick up more entries. I picked up a lot more entries. Fine, I'll take a moment of truth. Probably gonna feel bad about that one later. This really feels like this should just be a rest. Just for safety's sake. I already have the Darkest Imperiaps. Cursed Key! Nice! I have no more chests that I can open. Peace! Yeah. Oh, baby. That didn't go into defense. If that went into defense, we would have had a different play about it. Ouch. I guess Endless Rage should probably already be out there. Just makes sense, you know? Okay. So shout's fine there too. 1, 2, kill. Strength bot again. No, thank you. All right. Ooh, starting the fight off with a Devastate. Nice. I don't need to use that moment of truth right now, so let's 5 strength, 5 strength, prevent the loss of 10 strength. That's usually where we end up, not where we start. Especially with that out this early. We probably do just put them into their final stance again. God, we're in ultimate starts as well, so I can play as many finishes as I like. Ooh, baby. Oh, rapid strikes. That is one hell of a strike deck right there. We unlock Ascension 10 on the champ, which means next video, next champ video, we have the opportunity to unlock our ability to start going around our Ascensions. Well, not you. Around the Ascensions for the other characters. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire Downfall. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Playlist in the description down below with all my content in the game, past, present, future, and hopefully we'll see you next time.